Welcome everyone, this is Dan with Senior E-Bike and Adventures. We're going to do another ride video today. What are we riding? I think you guys got that figured out already. Yes, it is my Moon Cool 350, or commonly called the 350. This is Moon Cool's budget trike. You can pick this bike up for under $850. And if you go to my channel and order it, you'll get another 80 bucks off of it. And you receive a e-bike accessory gift from Senior E-Bike and Adventures in the lower 48 states. Yeah, I've reviewed this a couple times already and extremely pleased with it. Again, it's a trike, and I highly recommend seniors looking at this trike, because if you want a budget-friendly trike, this is it. Morning.
Hi.
We're going to ride down to the park today where I normally go. Again, do a little drone footage with me on the trike and get off and talk about the trike and what it's capable of. Now, I just got another trike in that I have not unboxed yet that's going to be similar to the Moon Cool. But in fairness to the other company, I won't compare this trike against the other one at all. I will just compare it on their own merits and let you folks decide which is the best. The other trike runs pretty much the same price as the Moon Cool. So I'll be doing an unboxing assembly video on that one. It's going to be a long video probably on the unboxing assembly, because you have to pretty much assemble most of the trike, including the chain, the derailleur, everything has got to be assembled. So be looking forward to doing that for you guys, and so you guys can follow me along when I'm doing that. We got out and rode a little bit yesterday again. Hope you guys watched that video. Or maybe coming out today on that video. I may be corrected on that one. But what I really love about this trike is you sit straight up, and the seat is extremely comfortable on this trike. And it's a stock seat. Very pleased with the comfort of this trike. Now, with that said, I have the Moon Cool TK1, which is the folding trike. And this trike, as far as I'm concerned, matches up to it very well. The only thing this does not have is suspension, where the TK1 does have suspension. But you're going to spend another $500 to $700 for that TK1 versus this Moon Cool 350. But I'm very pleased with Moon Cool products for sure. It's once you learn the balance of the trike, and that's mainly in the front wheel, as far as riding a trike, and you'll get used to it pretty quickly. I'm convinced any senior can ride this trike. I don't care if you're up in your 90s, and I'm 72 riding these things, and I feel very comfortable with an e-bike or an e-trike for that matter. This trike has got a huge basket on the back for cargo. I have added a couple things like the mirrors, the cup holder, and the mirror or the bar that you see out front, where I can put more accessories on if I want to. I'm just cruising along in pedal assist 3. doing the max speed. The max speed on this is 15 to 15.5 mile per hour. It's kind of what I'm doing, right around 15, and I don't feel like I'm ghost pedaling yet. Maybe a little bit, but I don't care about that. But for the price point where this thing sits, and they come in several different colors, you have to look at the website. I will be linking their website with my discount in the description box of this video, so you guys will have that. This does have a 7-speed Shimano cassette on it. It has 3 pedal assist levels, but I really believe Mooncool knocked this one out of the park on this one for the price point that it's sitting at. And from what I understand, you're going to have a hard time getting them because I think, for the most part, as soon as they get them in, they sell them. So you may have to pre-order it. And that seems to be with most of Mooncool's products because they sell them so fast and quickly once they get them in. So hopefully that's not the case if you guys order. Another thing you really want to look at is these bikes and trikes are going up in price by a couple $100, if not about 25%, because the tariffs ended, I think, June the 21st or something like that, or maybe it's even the 24th. So the manufacturers are going to have to pass that price increase on to you guys. Rad, which is the largest manufacturer that sells bikes in the world, has already put out a video on this. So you seniors, if you got a tight budget, now's the time you want to buy the bike or the trike. You don't want to wait until you got to pay 25% more. So I want to pass that along for you folks. Right at our 2.5 mile marker right here. But let me know if you guys ride other trikes, rather it be an ad motor, electric, 630, whatever you guys are riding. Put it down in the comment section for me. There's also a video coming out that it's coming out today, which is Friday. This one probably won't be released till Saturday. But if you watch Friday's video through the entirety, my channel is giving away a free bike accessory as long as you live in the lower 48. So kind of keep that in mind when you're watching these videos. Sometimes I announce it, sometimes I don't. You'll just see something in the video that alerts you that I'm doing a giveaway, and you got to be present on that channel by putting a comment down there, or present on the video at the time, and put a comment down there, and that I will recognize that I know you watched the video. Just something a little different that I'm doing that I can thank you guys for watching my stuff. I think I've already taken this on a 20-mile ride. Today's only going to be about 11 to 12 miles. And that'll be plenty enough. Seen a couple people out already. It's going to be a very hot day here in Southwest Ohio. We're already going to be about 95 to 96 today. We've had about a week of this now, and I don't see any end in sight either. So the whole Midwest is dealing with a big heat wave right now. I've been out watering my flowers in my garden every morning before I get out and do any bike riding or garage videos, or I need to make sure we keep them watered. Don't want to lose those. I love to garden. I love my flowers, my vegetables. And then when I added this e-biking to my retirement, this has been a game changer for me. I can get out and exercise, and I've lost 20 pounds in the last year and a half, and I eat like a horse, and I have not put any weight back on. So getting out like this 3 to 4 days a week is keeping me a lot more active and healthy. So you folks out there that are sitting around the couch eating potato chips and cookies, and I like to do that myself. You need to get off your butt and get out and purchase one of these e-bikes or trikes, and so we can get out and get some exercise. Not only are you getting exercise, there's a big bumper. You're able to get out and enjoy nature, see a bunch of new people that you've not met before, and get out and enjoy life. Again, on this video, I will be giving away another bike accessory, and what I want you folks to do is, once I get to the point of the video, I'll be mentioning a word that's going to be totally irrelevant to bikes. And once you catch that word, that's the trigger. And you need to put that down in the comment section. And then I'll be doing a drawing of whoever was on the channel at the time and saw that significant word, and put it down in the comment section, and then I'll hook up with you, do a private message to where I can find out your name and address and everything. And it's got to be, again, in the lower 48 states. I don't do anywhere but the lower 48. Boy, I'm riding down the sidewalk or the bike trail here, and about every 100 feet I'm seeing Trump, big red letters right across the site, right across the bike trail. And I know that's younger people doing that, so we got some young voters out there that likes Trump. Again, I don't get into politics. It doesn't matter who you vote for, whatever your belief system is. And I don't like seeing people putting graffiti on the bike trails either. That just has to be power washed off by somebody else. And brakes are mechanical on this. These are pull cable brakes. This is not hydraulic on this. But at this price point, it's not going to be. Got the jets out there flying low today. We have Wright-Patterson Air Force Base really close to me where I live, and we see these flight patterns all the time, especially right around here close to the airport or the base. I mean, you know, even though I'm not doing a whole lot of resistance right now on my pedaling, I'm still exercising. If you're turning your legs like you are, you're still getting calorie burn. And you're keeping your lower body, shall I say, functional. Because the older you get, you really got to exercise. Besides all my yard work and my house work that I do, and my biking and gardening, I stay quite busy. Matter of fact, I'm busier now than I ever was when I was working. Somebody's got graffiti all over the trail now. I wish they'd just not do that. Not sure what they're doing off to the left here, but they cleared out a lot of trees and flattening an area out. They're getting ready to build something back in here. We got about another mile and a half to go to get to my halfway point. We've come almost 5 miles now. Some turns for sure. You don't want to do any sharp turns on these trikes. I have not found either one of Mooncool's trikes to have any tipping problems or flexing of the frame. So the way they're designed, they did a very good job on that. But the aesthetic look of this trike and the way it's designed, I'll tell you, it's a beauty. And again, we'll be talking about all that once we get up to our halfway point. I'll be crossing over and staying on the bike trail. With this trike only doing 15 miles an hour, I don't want to take a chance trying to ride on the road. Not unless I absolutely have to. So we'll just be crossing over here. Still got a little squeal on them front brakes, I believe, but you know, they're cable pull brakes. They're mechanical brakes, shall we say. Motor runs extremely quiet. It's a front hub motor. It's a little different. Again, I take it easy around them turns. And that's all I can tell you folks. When you're riding any bike or trike, especially seniors, you got to be very careful because your reflexes are not what they used to be. I mean, I'm 72, and I can tell you in the last 10 years, I've lost some of my balance. Won't tell my doctor that, but so things change when you get older, as you well know. We're almost getting up to our halfway point here, guys. Where I'm going is nice and cool back here because we got a lot of trees. That makes it nice. I'll be crossing the little bridge right up here. Got nobody down here fishing again today. Got something going on in the park up here. We got quite a few people. A couple fire department medics and fire truck down here. They're doing some kind of training. I'm not sure what it is. On your left. You too. Some couple medic units down here and a couple engines. We're going to ride up into the park just a little bit here. Alrighty. We talked about it. Toys. As we go into the park up here, we're going to do a little drone footage, and we're going to do it descriptive on the bike here as well, or the trike, shall I say. As the rest of the influencers, we always get those two confused. Not confused, but we always say bikes, and it's really a trike. So we'll be just riding down the little road here into the parking lot, and that's where I'm going to stop the video. And then I will be adding to this footage. All right, guys, let's talk about this Mooncool 350. This trike, I'm telling you what, for the price point at $850, and you can get a discount on my channel with my link, and it'll be in the description box. You can't go wrong with this trike. I am just thoroughly impressed with Mooncool's design of this trike, the colors of this trike, the cargo space on this trike, and what's there not to like about this trike. Let's dive into it a little bit, and we're going to talk about what this thing has. We have a front hub motor that's 350 watt right here. We also have a 36 volt battery that sits behind the seat post. And in order to change that battery, there is a little lever, which I couldn't see there, that just flips this seat up where you can either take the battery out or you can charge it on the trike. And it locks right back down. So that's really cool design on that as well. I believe these tires are only 2.5 or 2.2 is the size of these tires, which is plenty good for a trike. You really don't need fat tires on a trike as much as you would a regular e-bike. It's also got a 7-speed Shimano shifter, which is sitting up here on the right side of the cockpit. And it's got your little bell up here, which I'm not real fond of those anyway. And it's got your throttle over here on the left. It is a thumb throttle. So you got your gear shifter on the right, and it's got the little push button here to change the gears. And it's also got, of course, your thumb throttle over here on the left side. It has got metal fenders. I was impressed with that alone. You just don't see metal fenders on a trike at this price point. Again, they call this the e-Tri 350. It's called Cozy Land. And of course, it's got Mooncool's logo right here. And it's also got a place to put a water bottle holder as well, if you want to mount that there. Wire management is okay on this. I did a little bit of tidying up on the wire management here, make it look a little better. And this trike will do 15 miles per hour. I typically ride in pedal assist 3. That seems to be the most comfortable on this trike. Now, as far as assembly, this is going to take you probably a couple, 3 hours to put this trike together, because you got to mount everything from the frame back, including the cassette down here, the rotors. You got to put your brakes and everything on your rotor. Now, these have got Logan brakes on this. I may be wrong. I don't think these are hydraulic by looking at this. But as I'm looking at the brakes now, they're not pull cable. They are hydraulic. And I'll change that if I'm wrong. I got so many of these things and I get confused, so bear with me on the description on this, folks. It's got, I love this handle, the way they set this up, so where you can raise and lower this seat. And I love this style of handlebars with this kind of a, I call an old school look. We used to call these ape hangers, believe it or not. So it's a little bit different, but it's very comfortable on the ride on this with that style of handlebars. And you can adjust this as well to where you can get it to your comfort level. But other than that, I mean, it's a great little trike. Again, for 850 bucks and an $80 off or whatever on my channel. And as I mentioned, folks, these trikes are going up in price. The tariffs are ending here on e-bikes, and they're going to have to raise them. And you're going to have to eat that cost of $200 to $250 when they do that. So this is the time you're going to order these things if you want a really good price on a quality trike. Now, the only other thing, I put in my Briskmore bar end mirrors. As you can see, that's an aftermarket thing. I got the bar up here in my cup holder. Those are things that I put on the trike more for safety than anything else. And look at this cargo capacity back here. It's huge. I carry my backpack in here, obviously. And yeah, you can just go grocery shopping with it. Go to a pharmacy if you need to, or anything you need to do where you need to go local. This trike's going to get you there. The range on this is probably going to be between 20 and 30 miles. That's all going to wait on a lot of different things, including any kind of terrain that's got hills. It's going to, you got to weigh in your weight of the rider, and then you're also any luggage or things you're carrying on the trike. Those are all going to affect the trike itself as far as range. So keep that stuff in mind. But yeah, the only other thing, it's got reflector lights on the back. It does not have wired lights. And I do not have a headlight on this. I don't believe this one came with a headlight, actually. So I will probably be adding that to this. So yeah, folks, that's a little bit about the Mooncool 350 trike. It's a beauty. But yeah, you can see my display went back off, so I'll turn it back on here for you. There you go. And then there's buttons on the, there's a button in the back to turn this on, then there's buttons here to change your pedal assist. It goes up to 3, and then of course you can take it back down. I've come about 6.5 miles so far on this ride today, and I'll be doing about 12 total, it looks like. But yeah, you can see the way that they welded the frame here. Very solid. Your controller, which is your brain, sits down below the battery of this trike. And again, all your mechanisms for your gears and everything are in the rear part of the trike. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know about what you guys are riding, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and check out on this video, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Share and like and subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I will see you guys on the next ride adventure.